It's time for a little Thursday Night Thunder. We've got sprint cars, paved sprint cars. Running at South Boston, we got 2 heat races. Looks like 13 cars. And we're gonna do 8 laps for heat race number 1. No cautions on. Starting on pole, Jeffrey Stanton. Outside of him, Jim Vig. Ronald Williams in the 13, for some reason not coming up on the leaderboard up there. Ron Quinzel, Justin Benkowski in the 9, Paul Macy in the 11, and in the 7 at the back, Laura Gerhardt. So Stanton bringing them down. Pace car's going to drop off. And we're going to go green 8 laps here with the paved cars. These things are a handful sometimes, but they're on low fuel, so it should be fairly easy for them right now. Once we get to the main and you got 30 laps worth of fuel, then it might get a little bit tighter. I'm going to hop on board, take a look at what it's like to hang off the side of one of these. We watch the battle. This is for 4th place. Riding on with Ron Quinzel. Benkowski just ahead in the 9. This one's going to go by pretty quick. Everyone's keeping it clean. Up front, Stanton's pulling away. He's got a 0.8 second lead over Ronald Williams in that 13 car. Look back there, Jim Vig working on the 13. See what he can do. He's running the middle groove, kind of slipped up there. 13 gets a little loose off the corner, it looks like. Getting their left sides under that yellow line. Stanton now almost up to a 2nd lead. We got Williams, Vig, Benkowski, Quinzel in the 6th. It's back there. Macy and Gerhardt are 3 seconds back out of the lead. So, Stanton's going to take home the win here. Williams, Vig, Benkowski. Everyone should be transferring to the main. And we're going to get set up for heat race number 2. Everyone hopping in their cars quickly. We've got Ray Farlow in the 1, Dan Smith in the 3 car. And 12 of Lemaster Orange in the 8. Jonathan Smith in the 10, and Daniel Silvestre in the 4 car. So once again, 2 pace laps. And then we'll get on the loud pedal, do 8 laps. This is a 6-car heat race. Everyone just getting their starting order set for the A main. This has got to be one of the toughest oval cars on iRacing. Just a lot of throttle control. You got to be patient, not make any mistakes. And Farlow's on it. Smith gets a good start on the outside, and we're going to be side by side. Smith taking the lead through 1 and 2. Is he going to be able to come down? He runs the middle, and we've got one going sideways back there. Looks like the 4 car got a little loose. Go back up to the lead. Smith holding on to that lead. And we'll see if he pulls away or if we're going to have a race on our hands. So 5 to go in this one. Dan Smith holds a half-second lead over Ray Farlow. Ryans is in 3rd. Lemaster in 4th. Silvestre in the 5th place. And Jonathan Smith is bringing up the rear of the field in the 10 car. Looks like Farlow's going to just settle for 2nd place right now after starting on the pole. That's going to put him into 4th place for the starting grid of the main. White flag out for Smith. Smith's going to bring this one home. Followed by Farlow, Rhines, Lemaster, and Silvestre. And Smith will be starting on the outside 6th row. So we're going to get everyone loaded in for the A main. We're doing 30 laps. Hopefully not too many cautions. Looks like everyone's keeping it pretty clean. Usually with the cars that are extremely difficult, you get guys that run them that know their limits and don't push it too hard. So we'll see if we can do 30 green. 13 cars starting this one. Rolling off. So on the pole we got Jeffrey Stanton in the 2 car, Dan Smith outside of him in the 3, Ronald Williams in the 13, Ray Farlow in the 1, Jim Vig in the 5 car starting 5th. In the 8 car is Alex Rains, and then the 9 of Justin Benkowski. Derek Lemaster is in the 8th spot in the 12 car, Ron Quinzel in the 6, Silvestre, Macy, Smith, and Gerhardt's going to round out the field in the 7. So, rounding 1 and 2, coming out of 2, down the backstretch. Stanton and Smith getting ready to drop the hammer, and we will be going 30 laps. See if Smith gets a great start on the outside like he did last time.
Green, green, green.
Almost. He has to back off though, because that probably would have been a jump, and Stanton's going to take the early lead. Smith falling in behind him. Ronald Williams in the 13 having a great race, and I just saw some flipping in the back. We need to queue up a replay because they made a fool out of me, saying that it would be clean. Let's see what happened here. 4 car gets into the 12 just a little bit, and way ahead of him. Holy smokes, that's the 5 car just going straight to the outside wall. He gets a little loose, hits the inside wall, and a massive wreck there. That took out a lot of the field. A lot of cars flipped. That's going to thin this field out big time. So, still in the race, we got Stanton, Smith, Williams, Farlow, Macy, Gerhardt, Smith, and Quinzel in the 6. I believe Quinzel's been upside down. He's got a little bit of damage as well. Everyone else is in the pits right now. Nope, looks like Lemaster got out. We'll see if anyone else gets out of the pits. So, unfortunately, with the paved racing, they still have 4 laps of yellow, and we're not going to get the quick 2 laps like dirt racing gets. Cautions are going to eat up a lot of this race if we have too many. Lights are out, though. We'll see if Smith can do anything with Stanton. We're going to go single file here, and Ronald Williams is going to take us around on this restart. So coming up to finish lap 5 of 30. Step on it, green flag. Take a quick lap around the track. So Stanton's out in front. He's got a 0.28 second lead over Dan Smith. Ronald Williams just a little bit further back, and Ray Farlow probably going to work his way around the 13, but we will see. He's 0.2 back on him. Everyone's kind of 2 by 2. Getting the green flag action that these guys need, though, to execute a pass. The back of the field's kind of getting scrunched up here. We got the 7 car who started dead last on the field, working all the way up to 6 right now after that wreck. Back up front, though, Dan Smith is getting closer. They've started to work up slightly higher through 1 and 2. Farlow has made a pass. Let's see if we can see how that came about. Oh, a little loose out of the corner for the 13, and now we've got a caution. See if we can find out where that occurred. Looks like it was the 13. Into the corner, and looks like just hits the inside wall once again. Big time bouncing and flipping. Looks like the roll bars are made out of rubber with how that thing's flipping. So, under caution, 13, Ronald Williams. Great race turned into big time failure there, and it's going to be dropping back to probably 10th place. So we'll pace around for a little bit more. See if the lights go out on the pace car this time around. Looks like they're out, and we are about to go back green. So Stanton in first in the 2 car, Smith is in second in the 3, and Farlow in the 1 car is running third. These are the 3 guys that we need to be watching. Should be a good finish. We've got just past halfway. Hopefully go green the rest of the way. Stanton's going to get on it. A little late. That's going to stack Smith up just a little bit, and Stanton gets a gap from it. Now we'll see if Farlow can get himself around the 3, which he couldn't do in his heat race. Just behind them, we got Paul Macy in the 11. He's having a good race up in 4th now after all the cautions. Stanton running the really high side and making it work with this number 2 car. don't know if that was a mistake, but we'll see what the lap times were last time by. Oh, that was actually 2 tenths off, and Smith is gaining. Closing in now. Coming around to finish lap 20. Got 2 tenths between first, second, and third. Half a second covering all of them. They have pulled away from the rest of the field, and we'll see if they can do any work. Once again, Stanton works his way up to the high side, and that allows Smith just to get slightly closer. Now down under 2 tenths. Looks like Smith is able to hold the bottom in 1 and 2 a lot better than Stanton, and that's where it's helping him out. Right on the yellow line around both corners. Has been just running slightly quicker, and now almost gets a nose under him in 1 and 2. Gets a little loose though off of 2. And that's going to open the gap back up above 2 tenths. So Stanton running in that middle groove. At time 2 tenths faster than Smith with that bobble that he had. Smith dropping back just a little bit, but Farlow can't close in all that much. Now it looks like with 5 to go, everyone's kind of holding even. We got a 13.8 for the leader, 13.9 for second, and 13.8 for the third place car. Stanton coming around. Get 3 to go this time by the line. 2-car work in the middle groove and making it work. Last time by, still a tenth quicker than the 3-car. Farlow closing up now on the 3. 3 works his way up just a little bit off that bottom line. It's a little loose off of 2. Stanton's going to get the white flag. We're going to keep an eye, though, on this battle for second place. Is Farlow going to be able to do anything? 3 covers off the inside. Farlow gets a little bit of a run on the exit, but not much he can do there. So Stanton gets the win. Smith holds on to second. And Ray Farlow will get third. Back in fourth place, 7-car. Laura Gerhardt after starting last in the field, and Paul Macy will get 5th. So, hope you enjoyed that race. Always nice to get a glimpse of these cars on track. And yeah, I'll come back to you with more broadcasts most likely.